Hey there, Smokemaster D here with a video about barbecue YouTubers. Now, a year ago, I did a couple videos on the same subject. With those numbers, though, I included subscriber numbers. And looking back on that, I feel like that kind of privileged older legacy YouTube channels. The thing about subscribers is when they stop watching your videos, they don't generally unsubscribe. So I think it kind of skewed the numbers. So this year I decided to go off of just views for the past year. And so I started collecting data. Now, a view on YouTube is when somebody watches past 30 seconds, okay? And hopefully they've decided in that 30 seconds, hey, I'm gonna, stay to watch this video or I'm gonna jump out. Hopefully you're gonna stick around. And we're gonna be looking at 4 different metrics today. The number of videos that they've put out in a year. Number 2 is gonna be overall views. 3, the average number of views within a year for their videos. And number 4 is gonna be the median number of views. And after that, I'm gonna combine a few numbers and come up with a ranking for these barbecue YouTube channels that hopefully will be, instructive in which is the most popular. We're gonna start with the number of videos, and from this chart, you're gonna see number 1, Tom Horseman is a beast, right? I decided to put him in here partly because his channel has a lot of similar stuff to my channel and that we both kind of review barbecue equipment. But this man, he puts out videos like a few a week. You see that huge number there. The one thing about it is he doesn't put a lot of fit and finish on his videos, not a whole lot of production value, just him reviewing and getting them out there, which is fine. When you're looking for reviews and you trust somebody like you'd trust Tom, I think it doesn't matter as much. After that, we've got Pitmaster X. He is from Europe. He's the biggest barbecue YouTuber in Europe. And from watching a few of his videos, I can tell you that he is very European. One note that I want to say here is that I took Guga out of the running. He was our number 1 place barbecue YouTuber in the last series of videos that I did. There was a lot of complaint about him not being a barbecue YouTuber. Which I want to address here, just in that all of these YouTubers have different kinds of videos, and even the people who are going to be at the top of our list today, a lot of them have different kinds. Some fit into barbecue better than others, and to illustrate that, Tom Horseman, even though he does mostly barbecue video reviews, he also does a few reviews of different electrical appliances. All right, Smokin Grillin with AB, which you see on your screen there. He does a lot of cooking, but he's been at it for quite some time, and with the number of videos that he puts out a year, a lot of those are not barbecue specifically either. You're gonna see a screenshot up on your screen, and only 1 out of 8 videos is definitely barbecue. So a lot of these people, they sort of branch out into different areas, or they have a hybridized sort of channel. I would say Smokin Grillin with AB is hybrid barbecue, Southern comfort food, and also Cajun. Another one that comes to mind, Smoky Ribs BBQ, is definitely a lot of Cajun food as well. The other really popular thing to throw in there is Tex-Mex. A lot of people do Tex-Mex as well. You have ArnieTex, Tex in the name right there. Church BBQ also throws in a lot of Tex-Mex into the videos, right? And sometimes that includes grilling, but sometimes maybe it doesn't. I also wanted to take a quick look at the bottom of number of videos chart, mostly because there's a lot of very famous names down here. The very bottom, T-Roy Cooks, he only put out 1 video this year, got 22,000 views. But he used to be the pretty much the biggest name, if not like the second biggest name in barbecue YouTube overall. But yeah, I guess he just got to a point where he decided, you know, he wanted to do other things. Sort of bowed out, made one video. The same could be said with BBQ with Franklin, right? So that was originally a PBS kind of show, I think, for the Texas area, the local affiliate, to promote barbecue, but it blew up in popularity. You know, it was a huge YouTube channel just with the few number of videos that it had. And a few more videos have come out this year, very surprisingly. I think he started with turkey. And who knows if Aaron Franklin will continue with that or not. We also have Jirby BBQ. You know, running Goldie's probably takes a lot of his time. He has put out barbecue videos on his and Goldie's new smoker. And I've covered that in a few videos of my own, if you want to check those out. Lastly, I want to make mention of Baby Back Maniac. A little over a year ago, I think he put out a video about burnout and how YouTubers could be burnt out. And it's really shown in his production in the last year. His channel took a detour into a travelogue, of all things. But he's put out a couple barbecue YouTube videos recently. Who knows if he'll be fully back or not. Barbecue YouTube is a hard game. And now we're gonna take a look of number of views overall. Putting out a lot of videos certainly helps with this number, which is why we see Smokin Grillin with AB up there at the top. We've got 23.5 million views. Chuds BBQ, Chud, Bradley Robinson, the Chudster, he puts out a lot of content too, 11.8 million views. Meat Church with 11.5 million views. Ants BBQ, which has grown a lot in popularity recently. They have, and you know, maybe that's why Goldie's BBQ wanted to debut their smoker on Ant's channel, because of how many views he's getting these days. He's grown a lot. So several YouTube channels there. I decided to want to put up the next 11 YouTube channels as well, because there's some really great channels on here. The first three on this slide particularly are ones that I enjoy and would recommend, but you know, the rest of them are very good too. All right, and now we get down to it. Average views, we see that Matt Pittman with Meat Church BBQ is #1. After that, we've got Malcolm Reed with HowToBBQRight. From our last video series on this, he was #2 there as well. We're not completely finished. We still got median views to go and the combination of those two. But #3, we've got Mad Scientist BBQ. All right, then the hybrid channels, which would be Smokin Grillin with AB and ArnieTex. Aaron Franklin can still command some views, so his average is pretty high as well. Bradley Robinson, the Chudster, coming in at #7 on this chart. Last year when I made that other series, he came in #11. Just the cutoff before the top 10, a lot of people were up in arms. They were like, Bradley Robinson, Chuds BBQ channel, it's #1, you know, and I'm glad to report that it is growing in popularity. Who knows, maybe next year it will be at the top. So all you Chud fans out there, rejoice. And now we've got the median views. Now, why would I put in median views and not just the average? Okay, so the thing about averages is that they take into account outliers, right? So say you have one video that just really flops, or one video that's just is like over the moon popular, successful, okay? So neither of those two numbers really tell you what the regular performance of the channel is, right? Say this for example, say that you make 10 videos, 9 of them get 1,000 views, and then, you know, one of them gets 1,000,000 views. So the average is still gonna be up there close to 1,000,000, all right? But then you make that 11th video and it only has 2,000 views, and the person looking at the average is super surprised. Okay, so that's why we're going to give you the median as well. And when we do look at that median, we find, interestingly enough, that HowToBBQRight is actually higher on the list now than Church BBQ. All right, Mad Scientist BBQ still in that number 3 slot, but we have Franklin jumping over the 2 hybrid channels. And now that we have all these numbers, we've seen the average, we've seen the median, we've looked at views overall, how many videos have been put out. How do we come up with our rankings? Well, I decided to cut the difference between the average and the median. I put both groups on a 10-point scale and averaged those together. And this is what I've got. So number 1, we've got Matt Pittman with Church BBQ. And number 2, we've got Malcolm Reed with HowToBBQRight. I think that if Malcolm Reed had put out more videos, he only put out 17, whereas Matt Pittman put out 47, so 30 more videos. I think maybe Malcolm Reed could have gotten the momentum to take that number 1 spot, but I don't want to take anything away from Matt Pittman and his accomplishment. He's really built a great brand with Church. And his personality, his personability has really been the cornerstone that comes through in his YouTube channel that built that brand in that channel. So congratulations to Matt Pittman. We look at a few other people on here. Mad Scientist BBQ still pulls in that number 3 space. If we go to number 4, we've got Smokin Grillin with AB. Take that for what it is, whether you consider that an actual barbecue channel or not. You know, go check it out. With Franklin pulls it out for number 5. Number 6, Chuds BBQ. So even one higher. Number 6, Chud. Woo! Number 7, ArnieTex. 8, Ants BBQ Cookout. Wow. Ants come a long way over this year. Then we've got Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue, Pitmaster X, the BBQ Pit Boys. They used to be really high up in barbecue YouTube. We've got allthingsbbq, which the Yoder company is affiliated with them. BBQGuys, they sell a lot of barbecue equipment. T-Roy Cooks somehow pulled it out with that one video with 22,000. If I had put in overall views, I think that he would have been lower down. But you know, it is what it is. And then lastly, for number 15's place, Ballistic BBQ. So that's all for today. Did I miss your favorite barbecue YouTuber? Throw their name down in the comments. You know, go get outside, cook outside, and you know, as always, go get your smoke on, y'all. Blue, 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 blue.